Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Should we start?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Prerna?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Prerna Sharma, and I welcome you today's webinar session on menstrual hygiene and human rights. I would like to introduce today's presenter. We are having two speakers with us today. Our keynote speaker, we have Dr. Payal Rawat ma'am. Despite belonging to a conservative family, Dr. Payal Rawat ma'am came forward to do a lot for the society. Education is the most powerful weapon. Our co-speaker, we have Dr. Rumi Bhatia ma'am. Presently, she is working as a senior drug safety physician in a MNC named Parksil. I welcome to Mrs. Deepika Bhari ma'am, President of Union Territory Chandigarh, Human Rights Council, WICCI, the CEO of Antrajal Chandigarh, and I also invite her to speak few words about the today's session. Mrs. Deepika Bhari ma'am, please welcome.
Thank you so much, Prerna. And I am loving to see such a beautiful audience, and it's a wonderful day because I think human rights is the need of the hour, and we all are looking forward for this beautiful council to work in this direction. Yesterday was World Menstrual Hygiene Day, and because it was a Saturday today, and it was a very well chosen day, date, and time so that everybody could attend. And absolutely, we need reforms in this area. And this is a human right. This is a right of every girl or every female, you can say. So let's see what our speakers have to say today. Congratulations, Dr. Richa and the Vice President.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Rights Council, WICCI chapter, I would like to extend a warm welcome to one and all present in this webinar. Today, we have with us a keynote speaker, Dr. Payal, referred to as the Women Kesari of Haryana, and she is CEO of Sarv Jagrako Sangathan. She will address menstrual hygiene. We also have Dr. Rumi, who will relate hygiene with human rights. And I welcome Mrs. Deepika, President WICCI Chandigarh. She has been really cooperative throughout. Your support means a lot. And we are really thankful to you. And all my council members who are either advocates or advocates in making. I hope you all are healthy and safe in these challenging times. While the world is fighting a war with COVID, there are several other significant issues that are often sidelined, deeming to be secondary, and sanitary hygiene is one of them. I'm glad that we stand amongst the few propagators of this agenda. Menstruation is a natural biological occurring process in women. However, it's surprising the extent it is stigmatized to. I am glad we have gathered today to address this issue, and we have in spotlight the much deserved hero for the occasion, the PAD women of Haryana, Dr. Payal. We look forward to an enlightening session. Over to you, Dr. Payal. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richa Ranjan, for giving this platform to share my views. And my first request is कि बहुत सारे मेरे पास जो क्वारीज आती हैं वो कहते हैं कि मैम आप प्लीज हिंदी में बोला करें. तो हिंदी ज्यादा हमारी मातृभाषा है, वैसे तो मातृभाषा है, और हम चाहेंगे कि इजीली लड़कियां बच्चियां समझ पाएं, हम अपनी बात एक दूसरे तक पहुंचा पाएं, तो शायद हम हिंदी में बात करें तो बेटर रहेगा. मुझे नहीं लगता किसी को कोई ऑब्जेक्शन.
नहीं, you can continue.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Richa, and मेरे जो co-speaker हैं, Dr. Rumi Bhatia. Thank you so much for giving this platform. देखिए, आज की ये बेसिक नीड है और हमें मैं पहले एक चीज आप लोगों को कंफर्म कर दूं कि हमें हमारे जो एक पत्रकार हैं, बहुत वरिष्ठ पत्रकार हैं, मिस्टर वीरेंद्र त्यागी जी, पंजाब केसरी से, जो अभी हमें देख भी रहे हैं और सुन भी रहे हैं। तो हमारे लिए सबसे अच्छी बात ये है कि पुरुष वर्ग भी इसमें हमें जो है योगदान दे रहा है। महिलाएं तो है ही, महिलाएं तो अपनी बात एक दूसरे से साझा करती ही हैं और हम एक दूसरे के साथ मिलकर आगे भी बढ़ रहे हैं। लेकिन सबसे ज्यादा हमें क्या जरूरत है कि इस बात पर खुलकर चर्चा की जाए। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द मेंस्ट्रुएशन, जिसमें मुझे लगता है कि जो हमारे हस्बैंड हैं, ब्रदर हैं, या जितना भी हमारा पुरुष वर्ग है, जो पुरुष समाज है, वो आगे आए और हमारा साथ दे। तो उसके लिए मैं हमारे जो पत्रकार जी हैं उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करूंगी और मैं चाहूंगी कि सर आप हमारे साथ पूरे टाइम तक बने रहे ताकि आपको पता चले कि हम इस इनिशिएटिव को कहाँ तक लेकर जा रहे हैं। तो सबसे पहली चीज तो ये है कि आई एम डॉक्टर पायल, आई एम द CEO फाउंडर। मैं राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष हूँ सर्व जागरूक संगठन की, और हम एक महावारी स्वच्छता अभियान चला रहे हैं जिसमें हमने मिशन 1 करोड़ लिया हुआ है और हम विभिन्न सामाजिक संगठनों के साथ जुड़कर एक इस मुहिम को आगे लेकर जा रहे हैं, रूरल एरियाज तक पहुंच रहे हैं। और सैनिटरी पैड्स जो हमारा है उसको हम मुफ्त में वितरण करते हैं, उनको मेंस्ट्रुअल हाइजीन के बारे में हम लोग समझाते हैं। तो आज डॉक्टर ऋचा ये बड़ा अच्छा आपने इनिशिएटिव लिया कि इसको ह्यूमन राइट के साथ कैसे जोड़ें। जब आप मुझसे बात कर रही थी तो मेरे दिमाग में सिर्फ एक ही चीज थी कि जो हमारी वर्तमान सरकार है उसने GST फ्री किया है शायद, है ना, GST फ्री है हमारा सैनिटरी पैड। तो सबसे अच्छी बात तो यही है कि हम इजीली अप्रोच कर सकते हैं इस चीज को। जो हमारा स्वास्थ्य है वो ह्यूमन राइट्स में भी आता है, और जो महावारी स्वच्छता है जो उसके लिए हम चीजें यूज करते हैं वो भी कहीं ना कहीं हमारे राइट्स में ही आती हैं, नो डाउट। सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट मेंस्ट्रुएशन। मैं कहती हूँ कि प्लीज इसमें खुल के बात करो कि मेंस्ट्रुएशन आखिर है क्या। ये कोई शर्मनाक चीज नहीं है, ये कोई गंदगी नहीं है, ये एक नेचुरल फिनोमिना है। ये एक औरत बनने का एक नया स्टेज है, एक वेलकम चेंज है आपकी लाइफ में। आप माँ बनने में सक्षम है। हाँ, आज के बाद आप जीवनदायिनी है, क्योंकि ये जो स्टेन है, यही ब्लड है, यही आपके जनरेशन को आगे बढ़ा रहा है। तो इसमें शर्मनाक बात क्या है, इसमें शर्मिंदगी नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो अभी जो हम एक समझाते हैं बच्चियों को, हम 2 तरीके से जाते हैं कि एक तो हम उनको फिजिकली कैसे कैपेबल बनाते हैं और दूसरा उनको कैसे हम एजुकेट करते हैं, कैसे हम उनको नॉलेज देते हैं। ये 2 हमारे माइंड में होते हैं। जी ऋचा जी,
आपने जो बात बोली है, और सबसे अच्छा लग रहा है कि आप हिंदी में बोल रही है ताकि ये बात हर एक व्यक्ति तक पहुंच सके। मुझे भी लग रहा है कि आज मुझे प्योर हिंदी में आ जाना चाहिए। आप अपना लेक्चर कंटिन्यू करें और जितनी नॉलेज आप दे सकते हैं कि किस तरह से इन लोगों को प्रिकॉशंस लेनी चाहिए, राइट फ्रॉम दी जब लड़की बड़ी होती है, इनफैक्ट प्री मेंस्ट्रुअल, पोस्ट मेंस्ट्रुअल, सारी आप नॉलेज आज हमें बता सकते हैं।
देखिए, ये हमारा जो है 10 साल से लेकर 19 साल तक का एक वर्ग है जिसमें हमें हर महीने यूट्रस से रक्तस्राव होता है। तो ये मेंस्ट्रुएशन है। यहाँ पर लॉ की बच्चियां हैं, मुझे नहीं लगता कि वो इस बारे में नहीं जानती होंगी कि मेंस्ट्रुएशन क्या चीज है। तो मेंस्ट्रुएशन एक नेचुरल फिनोमिना है, आपका हार्मोनल चेंज है, आपको ये शो करने के लिए कि आप बिल्कुल राइट स्टेज पे हैं, आपको नॉर्मल पीरियड्स आए हैं, तो आपका स्वास्थ्य बहुत अच्छा है। आप में जो फिजिकल चेंज होते हैं वो 2 तरीके से ही होते हैं। एक तो हमारी हाइट बढ़ती है, हमारा वेट बढ़ता है, हमारा थोड़ा सा ब्रेस्ट डेवलपमेंट होता है, हमारी जो प्यूबिक एरिया है अंडर आर्म्स है उन पर बाल आने शुरू हो जाते हैं। ये इंडिकेशन है। हार्मोनल चेंज होते हैं कि हम खुद को सुंदर दिखाना चाहते हैं, वो हार्मोनल चेंज अंदर से हो रहा है कि हम सुंदर दिखना चाहते हैं, हम ऑपोजिट सेक्स के लिए थोड़ा सा अट्रैक्शन हमें आ जाता है और चिड़चिड़ाहट, थोड़ा मूड स्विंग्स भी हो जाते हैं। तो इन चीजों को देखकर हमें पता चल जाता है कि, और जब हम 10 to 13 के बीच में होते हैं, क्योंकि अभी तो थोड़ा खान पान की वजह से हार्मोनल चेंजेस जल्दी आ गए हैं, तो 9 साल की बच्ची भी मेंस्ट्रुएट कर रही है। तो वो एक चेंज है आपकी लाइफ में। आप वेलकम कीजिए उसको, आप खुल के बात कीजिए। ऐसा नहीं कि आप उसकी वजह से स्कूल जाना छोड़ दें, कॉलेज जाना छोड़ दें, इस तरीके की बातें नहीं होनी चाहिए। दूसरा ये कि जो यूट्रस से जो रक्तस्राव हो रहा है वो आपका 35 to 45 ml ही होता है। अगर इससे अमूमन हम कह सकते हैं कि समझ लीजिए 5 डेज का ये पीरियड है और 28 डेज का ये साइकिल है। दैट्स वाई मैं आपको बताऊं कि जो हमारा मेंस्ट्रुएशन डे है वो भी 28 मई को मनाया जाता है, क्योंकि 28 दिन का ये साइकिल पीरियड है और 5 डेज का ये रहता है, इसलिए 5th मई मतलब 5 हो गया, मई हो गया और 28 ऐसे हो गया। तो इसको हमने एक पर्टिकुलर डे दिया कि इस बारे में हम खुल के चर्चा करें, एक दिन इनिशिएटिव हमें दिया कि इस बारे में हम लोग बात कर सकते हैं। तो जो मैं कहना चाह रही थी कि 6 to 8 जो चम्मच हमारी स्पून रहती है उससे अगर हम हिसाब किताब लगाएं तो 35 to 45 ml एक नॉर्मल जो है मेंस्ट्रुएशन में ब्लड शेड डाउन होता है। इसमें एनीमिक होने की कोई कंडीशन आती नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी आपको बहुत अच्छे से अपने न्यूट्रिशन का जो है ध्यान रखना होता है। आप रोज कोई ना कोई एक फ्रूट अच्छा सा ले सकते हैं, आप अनार खा सकते हैं, आयरन की कमी मत होने दीजिए, ये आपका मेन रहता है इसमें कि आपको खान पान का बहुत ज्यादा ख्याल रखना है। अब इन चक्करों में नहीं पड़ना है। मुझे नहीं समझ में आता कि ये टैबूज क्यों बनाए गए कि भाई अचार नहीं छूना, वो खराब हो जाएगा, किचन में नहीं जाना, मंदिर में नहीं जाना। देखिए हो सकता है, ऐसा हो सकता है कि ये हमें रेस्ट दिलाने के तरीके हों, उस टाइम पे पॉजिटिव सोचते हैं, व्हाई टू गो नेगेटिव। कि हो सकता है हमारे जो बड़े थे उन्होंने कहा कि भाई ऐसे तो रेस्ट करेंगे नहीं, तो इनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दो, हर चीज से आइसोलेट कर दो, बेचारी रेस्ट कर लेगी। क्योंकि देखिए पुरुष भी है आज हमारे इसमें वेबिनार में, तो मैं हमेशा ये बोलती हूँ कि पुरुष प्रधान समाज है हमारे इंडिया का और वो अपनी सत्ता इतनी आसानी से जाने नहीं देगा। तो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द थिंग्स। तो पॉजिटिव लेकर प्लीज आप चले इन सब चीजों को। अचार के बारे में जैसे बोला जाता है कि अचार नहीं छूना, मुझे नहीं लगता, मैंने तो बहुत बार अचार भी छुआ और खाया भी मेंस्ट्रुएशन में। हो सकता है इसलिए कहा गया हो कि भाई स्पाइसी चीज आपको नहीं खानी है, तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा आपको उस चीज से रिस्ट्रिक्ट किया गया हो, ऐसा हो सकता है। अच्छा, दूसरी बात ये है कि लड़कियां अमूमन शर्म करती हैं, ऐसे कानों में बातें करती हैं अपने घरों में, मदर भी खुल के बात नहीं कर पाती है। तो ये जो है मदर्स का इनिशिएटिव है कि मदर्स जो हैं इसमें खुल के सामने आए, अपने परिवार से बात करें, बच्चियों से बात करें, बच्चियों को आइसोलेट ना करें। कोई श्राप नहीं है प्लीज, ये एक नेचुरल फिनोमेना है, ये ब्लेसिंग है गॉड, जो गॉड की तरफ से हमें मिली है। क्योंकि ये कहावत है कि जो सैनिक है वो अपना ब्लड बहाते हैं बॉर्डर पे आपके देश को बचाने के लिए, और हम ब्लड बहाते हैं आपकी जनरेशंस को लाने के लिए। तो थोड़ा सा प्यार, थोड़ा सा कॉपरेट, थोड़ा सा कंफर्ट जो है पुरुष प्रधान समाज से भी हम चाहेंगे, और खुल के इस विषय पर चर्चा करें कि जो भी हम लोग उस टाइम पर हमारे जो मूड स्विंग्स होते हैं या बच्चियों के साथ जो भी, मैं चाहती हूँ कि हम एक ऐसे समाज का वेलकम करें जहां पर पुरुष इस बारे में खुलकर चर्चा कर सकें। जहां तक बात आती है कि मेंस्ट्रुएशन में हम साफ सफाई का कैसे ध्यान रखेंगे, तो सबसे पहले मुझे लगता है कि हम ये जाने कि मेंस्ट्रुएशन हाइजीन जरूरी क्यों है। क्योंकि देखिए इसमें क्या है, इट इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट। अगर हम सफाई नहीं करेंगे तो 5 दिन हम बिल्कुल मॉइस्चर में रहते हैं। जहां पर गीलापन है वहां पर आप समझ सकते हैं कि बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शंस हो सकते हैं, फंगल इन्फेक्शंस हो सकते हैं। तो बहुत सारे इन्फेक्शंस के लिए हम लोग प्रोन हो जाते हैं, और बहुत सारे हमारे यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शंस हमें देखने को उस दौरान मिलते हैं। इनफैक्ट मैं आपको बताऊं डॉक्टर रिचा कि हमारे सामने इनफर्टिलिटी के इतने केसेस आए हुए हैं जिसका हर दूसरी लड़की जो है इनफर्टिलिटी का शिकार हो रही है। तो उसका भी कहीं ना कहीं एक मेन कारण जो है ये महावारी स्वच्छता ना रखने के कारण है। हमने जो R&D है, हमने जो रिसर्च की है, हम जो गांव-गांव में विजिट करते हैं, तो जो औरतें बहुत गंदे तरीके इस्तेमाल करती हैं, न्यूज़पेपर है, राख है, पुराने कपड़े, फटे हुए कपड़े हैं, उन सब चीजों का इस्तेमाल कर वो बहुत सारे कैंसर्स के लिए प्रोन हो गई हैं। बहुत सारे यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शंस उनको हो गए हैं, बहुत सारे रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम से रिलेटेड उनको बीमारियां हो गई है, सर्विकल कैंसर्स, हमने इतने सारे देखे हैं। तो मेन मुद्दा ये है कि हमें क्यों करना है। सबसे पहले ये है कि अमूमन सफाई तो बहुत जरूरी है, लेकिन महावारी के दौरान हमें स्वच्छता क्यों रखनी है, बच्चियों को ये समझाना क्यों जरूरी है। क्योंकि आने वाले टाइम में आप इन्फेक्शंस कैरी ना करो, आप किसी गंभीर जो बीमारी है उसका शिकार ना हो जाए, इसलिए आप जो है जरूर माहवारी स्वच्छता का ध्यान रखें।
I'll call Dr. Romi कि वो इसको ह्यूमन राइट्स के साथ कैसे रिलेट करती हैं। और ये मीटिंग अभी 5 मिनट्स में एंड हो जाएगी, सबको रीजॉइन करना है, ठीक है ना? प्रेरणा, invite Dr. Romi.
Now I invite Dr. Rumi Bhatia ma'am to give her views on today's session. Please welcome Dr. Rumi Bhatia ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prerna. Thank you. I'm Dr. Rumi. Hope all of you are doing really well. So I'm really obliged to be a part of such a wonderful association with WICCI. And it's actually an honor to talk about such an important topic, because most of the women itself don't want to talk about it. Leave behind the men. And I'm sorry, I'll be talking in a mixed way in Hindi and English. I'm a little bad at Hindi, so please comply. I'll try my level best to talk in Hindi as well, ma'am. So yes, it's a great honor to be a part of the situation. And what is the topic we are talking about? Menstruation Hygiene Day. Yes, as ma'am mentioned, Dr. Payal mentioned, ki 28th of May, kyun? Why is the date so important? Because usually most of the females carry that period cycle of 28 days. So yes, it's an esteemed date, 28th of May. So today we are talking on human rights association with menstrual hygiene. Do we all believe it's a human right? Do we actually believe? Yes, it is actually a human right. How do I justify that? Because it is related to my dignity, to a human's dignity. What is a human right? It is actually an inherent way in which everyone is equal. Main ho, aap ho, anyone, all of us are equal, whether it's a different caste, a different race, a different religion, different ethnicity. Everyone is equal in the law when it comes to human rights. And yes, it dignifies me. Why should I feel ashamed or feel discriminated because I'm menstruating? No, that's not a justification. It's a God's blessing. After all, I am entering a reproductive phase where I can give birth to a kid. What is the sense of being a female? Okay, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I've done so many different things in life. I'm a writer, I do modeling, I am a YouTuber, I do so many things. But do you think that all these things entice me to that level? No. The day I actually had my kid, my daughter in my hands, was the best day of my life. Yes, that was the best day of my life. मतलब हमने डॉक्टरी पढ़ ली, हमने सब कुछ कर लिया. I have delivered so many kids in my internship. I have worked so hard. I have lost patients in my hands. I have given birth to patients in my hands. But the feeling of myself reproducing, the day when my doctor said, okay, Dr. Rumi, be quiet. I will not tell you the gender of the child because you talk a lot even in the OT. So yes, I was curious to know who is it? Oh, what is it? And when the neonatologist, the pediatrician said, let the mother kiss the child, was the most precious moment of my life. Yes. So where did it come from? Because I menstruate. Yes, that is the God's blessing I have. And I don't think any man has that blessing. See, it doesn't matter whose surname my daughter or my son would carry. It's actually my womb she came from. So that is the fact. A child is more closer to the mother. I don't know how is it. It is like that. That is the way you catch the vibe of the child. Your child will get hurt somewhere. Your child is feeling bad in her head or in his head, and the mother knows it. What is that? That's maybe the umbilical cord connectivity. I don't know. I really don't know. I've seen this. If my mother was 40, still her mother knew what she was thinking. How my grandma knew. How my grandma knew all these things. How I know it. Because we are connected through blood. Yes, what is that blood? And they say blood is thicker than water. Where does this blood come from? It is actually because we menstruate and we're blessed to be menstruating. Yes, and it is a human right to talk about it. Why can't I talk about it? Why can't we all talk about it? Why do men actually feel a little ashamed of talking about it? Why at my workplace I can't be very casual about it? So this has to change, and somewhere in the society it has actually started changing. बहुत फर्क आया है. Yes, but still we think we are developed. No, we are not developed. We are still into the developing phase. There are many parts of our country which are into bad sufferings. And why is that so? Because there is a major lack of education, which brings in everything. Why do they say, ladki padhao, ladki bachao? Actually, if a girl herself is educated, she will save herself. It's human basic nature. You throw someone into water, do you think that person wants to drown? कौन पानी में डूबना चाहता है? मैं हूं, आप हो, मैन हो, बच्चा हो, anyone. They will come out, come to the surface, but we have to give them that water. We have to let them swim. If we don't educate our kids, even the boys, even the girls at the school basic level, they will not know where we are leading, and that is what creates problems. As mothers of sons, I would say, I have very close friends who are mothers to sons. Yes, they have a different approach towards life. They're not like the primitive mindset. They want to educate their son because it's a fact. If a son would respect the mother, he would respect the wife. Where does it come from? Because the mother is supposed to carry a major responsibility on her shoulders in this society to teach, whether it's a son, whether it's a daughter. So it's a human right. How? It's like menstrual hygiene is basic part of health management, and it is variedly divided into a lot of topics. बहुत सारे topics में divided है. Like health, number 1. Number 2, education. Number 3, water and sanitation. Do you think it is important? Yes, we'll talk about it in detail. Okay, workplace environment, your basic cultures, your mindset. That is also very important. So this topic deals with anyone who is menstruating, women, any girl, even transgender men, anyone, and the basic males. Yes, everyone needs to know that it is a human right. I believe it is, and even all of us in our head believe it is. But still society has that stigma. What stigma? What taboos do we have? Do we have any taboos? Yes, we have a lot of taboos, major taboos. Relevant teasing in schools. Yes, ma'am.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Basically we are talking about human rights. So जो हमारी भारत सरकार है उसने ये चीज को समझा कि ये औरतों के लिए human rights की बात है, तो इसीलिए उन्होंने जो है सैनिटरी पैड को GST फ्री किया. और
GST free इस बार in 2021. Yes, this is the first time this major step has been taken. But still there is a major lag in this, ma'am. There is a major lag. As per the government this year in the union budget, they passed this tax-free for the sanitary pads. But what is the loss? What is the problem? Still, whatever product is made, most of the things are imported from outside. They are not duty-free. They have a major import duty. That is a major problem which the government has not dealt with. Secondly, people who are producing it into major factories, they have heavy taxes to pay. When they have heavy GST,
just a second. We are the manufacturer of sanitary pad in Faridabad and
yes, ma'am, I read that.
हाँ, so we are going free. Actually, भारत सरकार भी 2 रुपए में 20 पैड अवेलेबल करा रही हैं और ये बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव लेकर चल रही है ना. तो और हम लोग भी फ्री में जा रहे हैं. तो सरकार को भी समझ में आ रहा है कि yes, it is
that's important.
से और महिलाओं को सम्मान मिलना चाहिए. सो दैट्स व्हाई वो लोग भी सामने आ रहे हैं इस चीज के लिए. तो ये बहुत अच्छी बात है ना हमारे लिए कि इस चीज को हम ह्यूमन राइट्स में कंसीडर वो लोग भी कर रहे हैं.
बिल्कुल मैम, बिल्कुल. Because most of the countries it is very importantly considered as a human right. Africa, Kenya, many of the countries like are very understaged. So similarly, अब GST जैसे इस बार हटाया गया, तो this has been a major improvement step. इसकी वजह से prices of the pads have fallen down. I myself remember educating my maid, the person who was helping me at work. So she was not knowing anything about the sanitary pads. Her mother had a conflict with me. She was like, मेरी बेटी पैड नहीं यूज करेगी. No, हमारे वहाँ गाँव में तो सिर्फ कपड़ा यूज होता है, वही हाइजीनिक है. And okay, I was like, okay, let me see how she uses it. It was utterly unhygienic. She would clean it. It would not dry, as you mentioned. It would be damp. It's a source of major infection. Then I had to actually get into a conflict with her mother to teach her that, okay, give me this duty for 3 to 4 months. She was like, I will not pay from her salary. Because that's okay. It's not a very expensive item. We can provide it ourselves. What did I get out of this? She got educated. She educated her 3 younger sisters. She educated her mother. One woman, one female changing in the family changed 5 more females in the family. So this actually started at a ground root level. So as I was talking about the taboos in the society, there is relevant teasing still. If you actually notice, in schools there is relevant teasing. If you are menstruating and you get a spot on your skirt, it's a major talk in the class. Why? Why is it something to laugh about? It shouldn't be. Why? It's a natural process of the body, so we have to educate our kids on it. Secondly, shame and discrimination. What is so shameful about it? I am happy. You are happy. Am I asking you what are you wearing inside? You should not bother what am I wearing inside. Thirdly, exclusion. Still in many cultures, people exclude females from the families. Exclude, actually. They would ask them not to enter this place, that place in the family, which is really wrong. Then it can lead to period poverty. What is period poverty? If we might have heard, it's actually because of the increasing socio-economic difference. And there is still persistent difference, which can actually cause period poverty. So, which is a major problem, which can be handled by the way you are handling it and providing sanitary pads to people, which is a very good initiative in this term. Then, cultural practices. Do we really think cultural practices are still a barrier? Yes, there are many cultural practices which is a barrier. Yes, please. I remember going for a PMT exam to Bangalore, which is such a major hub. And I remember the place where I stayed with my father and the guy telling him, why are you educating her so much? Though Bangalore is the educational hub. Though it's an educational hub. And he was like, why are you educating her so much? Why put so much of money on her education? What will she do? After all, she'll just end up marrying a doctor. She will have nothing. And you should get girls married early. So it's actually everything in the mindset. Me, you, everyone working around is trying to break through that mindset. So yes, those taboos have to be removed. Educational societies are very good at doing this culture, but it's a backlog. If you study the studies, there is a major problem in this also. So anyways, coming back to my topic, how cultures, I was talking about the cultures which were started in the Western countries in 1930s. Some scientists started terming it as menotoxin. Can we understand a toxin? Toxin is a poison. Yes, so it backlogs from an area of the European areas as well. That people thought it is bad if you are menstruating. So we have come a long way. It's an achievement. We have actually come a long way. In Nepal, there is still a culture prevalent called chopadi, in which a female, if she's menstruating, she's not supposed to cook. She's supposed to sleep outside the house in the night, in the dark, wherever shelter they make for her. But still, this culture is prevalent, and I know a family who practices that, which is very bad. And after explaining also, it couldn't help. How do you feel that your daughter is safe when she's sleeping outside the house, just because she's menstruating? So there is still a major prevalence of discrimination in our society. And Afghanistan, there's a major example. They feel if you wash your genital parts while you are menstruating, that means you will get infertile. आपके बच्चे नहीं होंगे. So इतना variability है all over the world. We are much better. And people like us, people like you, who are putting in so much effort, will actually lead this human rights race to somewhere really big. I really believe that. Coming back to how I believe that it's a right which we can term as human right. As I said before, right to education. How should we educate? See, काफी आज भी पुराने I can say myths carry होते हैं कि आपको school नहीं जाना चाहिए. What will it lead to? It will lead to school absenteeism. आपको educate नहीं करना चाहिए in bad trodden areas in UP, in Meerut, lot of places. I've actually seen this. It's not a part of the education. You don't need to educate your females. They talk this. I remember going myself to Subharati Medical College, a very well-known college in Meerut. I got selected into gynecology. I did not pick up my seat because the resident students out there told me, it's really unsafe, ma'am. For buying a pad, we have to go in a group of 10. Oh, And then, yes, I remember my resident colleagues telling me it is very unsafe. The time there were riots, I'm talking like 7, 8, 10 years back, there were riots between the communities in Meerut. So that was the situation, that to buy a pad, they said we have to go in groups, and the chemist looks at you, the medicine shop guy looks at you, oh, the girl has come to buy a pad? Why? It is my need. Why can't I go and buy it at a shop? Why do I have to tell my father? Why do I have to tell my husband? Why do I have to tell someone, a male member of my family, to go and buy it for me? I can do that. What is the shame about it? And still it is prevalent. And then you see the chemist guy would, lock it up in a black polythene. Where polythene is ban. It's a ban. But he will wrap it up nicely in a black polythene. उसमें ऐसी क्या चीज है जो किसी ने देख ली तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी? What is it? मतलब मैं सोने की बैंगल पहन के घूम सकती हूँ, मैं ओमेगा की घड़ी पहन के घूम सकती हूँ, पर मैं हाथ में अपना पैड का लिफाफा लेके नहीं आ सकती. इट इज वेरी शेमफुल, यू नो. आई शुड नॉट बी कैरिंग माय पैड्स इन माय हैंड. व्हाई? सो बेसिक लेवल पे ही अगर हम ही नहीं चेंज होंगे, so how will I teach my daughter? How will I bring her the confidence if I am not confident to do that? So it all starts from a mother in the family, whether she has to fight for it, whether she has to stand for it, whether she has to do anything for it. So raising those kind of kids which have that mindset will remove all these taboos permanently from the society, permanently. And as I was saying, it all starts from education at the ground root level. I remember, I'm a student of Hansraj Public School. I remember taking my sexual education classes in school when I was really, really young. So it was back then. And I remember I was so confused when I came home and I spoke to my mother. There was a big lecture and all boys and girls were sitting together and they were showing everything which I have just seen in my biology classes. And I had a menarche very late. My menstrual cycle started when I was in 10th class. So I was actually thinking, what are the girls carrying and hiding in their pockets? What I am not able to hide? Why are the guys making fun of it? Till the time my mother actually did not tell me what is happening around me. Then when it started, once I just entered the temple and my grandma was very upset and angry with me. I did not understand why is she angry. My mother was like, yeah, she will get angry. No, it's a bad thing. Why was it bad? I said, Michael, she is also a god whom you are actually praying. She is a picture of a female goddess, as we say. So, mother, she minds me being a female? So there are many thought processes which even I am confused on till date. And I will not stop my daughter to do this. It's her life. She wants to pray the first day, she is allowed to. It's her life. It's her home. Maybe she has a bigger home. She has a bigger mandir in that home. So it's her life. I don't think God will say, no, beta, no. You are menstruating. I will not listen to your prayers. I don't think God is so mean. So anyways, coming back to the second point, right to health. Yes, that's a basic right to health. Whether if I have dysmenorrhea, what is dysmenorrhea? Menses का कम हो जाना, मेनोरेजिया बहुत ज्यादा मेंसेस हो जाना. तो हम इस बारे में किसी से बात ही नहीं करते काफी टाइम तक. हमें लगता है हमारी बॉडी कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रही है. ऐसा कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं हो रहा. वी हैव टू टॉक अबाउट इट टू समवन इन द फैमिली और मे बी टू जस्ट गो टू योर गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज शी इज द वन हु विल हेल्प यू आउट. हाउ? बिकॉज वी एक्चुअली आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट मेंस्ट्रुएशन रिलेटेड डिसऑर्डर्स. इसकी बेसिक नॉलेज अगर आपको बेसिक लेवल पे हो, क्योंकि आजकल कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि एक्सपोजर नहीं है आपके बच्चों को. Your kids are taking online classes. They have a very, very big virtual online screen time. Everything is visible in an ad. You cannot just say a Netflix ad will pop in and they will know. Once my daughter asked me, what is this thing the Whisper ad is going on? What is this? It is an adult diaper, baby. But because she's just 5-year-old, I cannot explain her more. After 2 years, she has to know. Because I have to teach her good touch, bad touch, menses. I have to tell her for her safety, for her education. Okay, she would be curious, but that is fine. When she can learn so much at this age, the 5-year-old kid is studying French, which is not important right now. But why sex education is not important? It is a very important part of the school curriculum. Coming back to the third topic is right to work. Yes, your work premises must be non-discriminatory. Totally. It is not that you feel there's not proper provision in your bathrooms. Your bathrooms, I believe, should have lot of vending machines. your workplaces, your malls, a police woman station, your prisons, your, I could say, NGOs, wherever women are working, at least we should have that basic necessity. In most of the countries, like in Canada, in US, in UK, in Australia, there are vending machines everywhere. 25 cents जाने आपका पैड बाहर आ जाए. यहाँ तक पहुंचना है हमारी कंट्री में. It's a long way to go.
Dr. Rumi
Yes.
Bhatia,
I read it. I read it. You installed it in Yamunanagar.
Yeah, Dr.
so-
Rumi, Dr. Payal जो है,
Haryana, in Delhi also we are working all over India. और जहाँ
Yes,
से भी
ma'am.
डिमांड आता है तो we provide them for free.
Such a wonderful initiative. It's a wonderful initiative, I actually mean. In schools, in colleges, everywhere this has to be done at the basic ground level. And most importantly, now the last and most primary step comes into the right to water, sanitation and environment. How? Have you ever cared about that I've thrown the pad and the person who is throwing it off, how she is disposing it? Is it safe for him or her to dispose it that way? Is it safe for my environment? Nobody thinks about it. But at our workplace, there are different dustbins for the same, which is a very, very good step. A specific dustbin for this purpose. And then,
Dr.
yes, ma'am.
we have this incarnation machines जहाँ पर हम साथ के साथ उस
Yes.
पैड को dispose off करते हैं
Dispose
और
कर
वो
देते हैं.
burning तक it will be converted into 5 gram of ashes. So ये चीज environment के लिए भी हमने workout किया है. तो
Are these machines, ma'am, like cost effective?
Yes.
Can I pin in my poem, please, ma'am?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So I would like to say some words. So my periods, my pain. Why can't I talk about the same? Have you ever tried to peep into my shoes? Have you ever understood your TZ talks are such an abuse? Why pester me with oppressive thoughts when I have already broken all the conservative knots? It's my blood that is shed. I'm proud to uphold my head. The public stain on my dress is a matter of mockery, while your public erection is a matter of roguery. Why I need someone's assistance to buy my sanitary pads when we want all to be aware of them through the huge public acts? Your body odor is acceptable when you are bad and sweaty, while my body's pungent periods are supposed to make me feel petty. Let me remind you, your existence is because I bleed every month. So why should I take a back seat when I deserve a forefront? I will not be shy. I will not let my feelings die. I will not let any taboo hamper my education and awareness on periods. I will no longer let the society fix me into the category of inferiors. I am a mother to a beautiful daughter just because God blessed me to bleed to author. So this is my actual pledge that I really want to educate all kids around me.
Wow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Rumi,
And I'm-
please share this poem and we will have it
Sure,
on
ma'am.
our website.
Dr.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bhatia, it's a
Yeah.
applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. ma'am.
प्रेरणा अब आप निधि मैम को इनवाइट कीजिए.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rumi Bhatia, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Payal, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Mrs. Nidhi Kathuria, ma'am. Please welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Prerna. And very well said, Dr. Rumi. This is my pain and this is my proud. And thank you so much, Dr. Payal, for being with us.